Welcome back, folks. Rod here. Hello. Alright. I think we're going to be booting up some Scribbler tonight. Here was a past drawing that we did. I just only uploaded it yesterday. I edited it a little more. A tiny bit. And then before that we did a Hestu the Korok drawing from The Legend of Zelda. And this spooky one was based on Dark Harvest, this upcoming film from MGM, and pretty excited for it. I think it's coming out really soon. I think within the next month or so. Based on a novel, I think. And it looks good. From the looks of the trailer, it looks pretty good. And the premise is great. Alright, let's boot up Scribbler. I think tonight we're going to be doing some Monster Hunter fan art. It's been a while since I've drawn anything Monster Hunter related. So I thought to maybe do like a Mosgharl themed one. So, especially, since after like the last couple, like the earliest week, we swapped my Hunter armor to a Mosgharl armor. So may do that. I feel like it would fit the occasion with the upcoming TGS Tokyo Game Show that's it's going to be occurring in the next few hours. Actually, Capcom USA has gone live like a half hour ago. They're currently doing like a watch along of Dragon's Dogma, the animated series that's on Netflix, which is actually pretty good. So that right now I think they're on their episode 2, I think. But yeah, this is the previous drawing, and this is how the final looked like. I added some shine to the pitchfork, a little bit of shine, some light reflecting off of the moonlight. I think the moon was also adjusted a bit too. Added some of the craters on the moon, but very faintly. And then I did some lighting on the pumpkin head part of the Sawtooth Jack, and drew some more vines around him, so it's a little more, I don't know, detailed. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and adjusted the cloud a bit too. Some random cloud formations. So that's uploaded. It's been uploaded to Steam. I may want to do a the time-lapse art of it when it's ready. Alright, so let's start a new one. Let's create new artwork. So this is Scribbler, by the way, folks who don't know. Let me see, use a paint tool bucket to fill it with black. I wanted to start with like a dark background, so I'll name this one Monster Hunter. Maybe Monster Hunter in parentheses, and then I'll do like Mosgharl Hunter. Mosgharl Hunter. Or just, I guess just Mosgharl in general. I may rename this later on, but we'll see. I think as of the moment, I think Mosgharl just be fine. And then parentheses Monster Hunter. Enter, there we go. So yeah, this is Scribbler. It's normally a online Pictionary game, where you take turns drawing, and there would be prompts, and folks would have to like guess what the prompt is as the player is selecting to draw. But they do have like a drawing mode, free drawing mode, where tools are on the side here: brush, eraser, paint bucket, and then simple tools here for shapes, and line tool. On the right side, there's color wheel, transparency bar, color picker, or eyedropper tool, preset of colors underneath the camera. Let me see if I can disable real quick. There we go. Underneath the camera, there will be preset colors, solid colors. So I just shortcut my way to getting certain colors and stuff. I can also move it this way, like that, to get a certain color, and then the color would be displayed right here. And then there's 3 different brush shapes that I can select. 1, 2, 3, 1 being the smallest. But I can go even smaller just by using the mouse wheel, as you can see. Let me see if I can enable the camera back. Yeah, so you can just go like... Oh, and also pressing on the mouse wheel will create, I think, a paint fill bucket. So there you go. And then undo, redo buttons, clear canvas, and then save button here. The floppy disk actually looks more like a zip disk. And then there's a little chat box. Hello, hello, hollow. Hello, Halloween. Or at least we're getting into the spooky season. I can also invite people to also participate in joining into the drawing, but I usually just solo. So then there's a share button if I want to share to the Scribblet community hub and or the Steam community. All right. Let's see. So this new drawing, I'm gonna base it on my Hunter Mosgharl. I feel like actually that brown one was pretty good. Maybe I'll go for like a dark brown or something, but we'll see how this turns out. I took some screenshots of Monster Hunter Rise when I was playing it, so that's why we have our Switch. Jump into the gallery and maybe I'll base this drawing off like one of the screenshots, or at least I want to try and get like the angle. So like jump back in there and took this screenshot here. So this is how the Mosgharl looks like. It's based on a pumpkin. You can craft armor in Monster Hunter, and there's a Halloweeny outfit in there. So kind of want to get it to look somewhat like this. And I'll probably have the this similar pose. Maybe I'll add like a pumpkin. He'll probably hold like a jack-o'-lantern in his hand or something. So I'm looking to do that. Exactly this pose right here. Something like this, where the hand comes out. Because I want to keep it like a dynamic look. There you go, another close-up shot there. It's pretty neat. So yeah, I'll probably do something like this. Maybe I'll keep it to the default colors. Because my current Hunter in Monster Hunter Rise is got a pigment, like a black pigment. But yeah. And then there's also a buddy pumpkin outfit. Mosgharl outfit for the buddy. I don't know if that's showing up for us, but like, yeah. Pretty neat. Then there's also a feline version of it. The colors might be displaying too brightly. So I might add the Palico outfit to it too, because I feel like it could end up being like add some cuteness to it. So I'll probably keep it on the desk for now. I could also put it in a dock so I can get a better, bigger display on the TV or something, but we'll see how this goes. I think I'll start up with some light brown. Also, oh yeah, I kind of also want to put on the past drawings, but I'll do it in a little bit. Ooh, it's a little too bright. Let's get some orange in there. This might come out being a little too bright, but then we'll get some light orange brownish in there. Okay. We should go for lighter brown. Oh, there you go. We're also doing this with a mouse. Let me see if I can get the past drawings in slideshow. There you go. At the bottom there'll be past drawings. Let's make it more dark again. There's certain colors that do not blend well. It makes it look like it's like a low quality GIF format. But we'll try to do what we can. Just a little bit darker. I'll probably fix it up later on, however I see fit. Man, getting some notifications right now. I feel like right about like around this time is when a bunch more people would hop on. Yeah, I do expect Capcom to maybe show some more Dragon's Dogma 2 for Tokyo Game Show. And of course, we'll see a bunch of Monster Hunter stuff. Including Monster Hunter Now, which is the mobile game that just released. Developed by Niantic. They actually teamed up with Niantic, who made Pokemon Go, to create this new Monster Hunter mobile game, where you battle monsters. And it's very much like the old Monster Hunter mobile games that's released in Japan. Monster Hunter Explorer was the old mobile game, and now they've come up with a new one. And I'm looking forward to seeing how well this does. This new game does. It seems to be tapping into the Western audience for sure, but you know, they're aiming for like a more global release with this new one. And yeah, it's got the monsters from Monster Hunter World. All right, let's start with that. Let's see. Not sure I want to go for a darker color or a lighter color. Let's try this one. All right. Now we're gonna figure out the framing and see how this will fit into the frame. Let me check each of these hand poses. This one's good. Alright, so I kind of want to get the hand up. What else? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think majority of the Monster Hunter portion of the Capcom presentation will probably be focused on the Monster Hunter Now, and then hopefully they'll probably have something else to announce after that. Probably something in relation to the next mainline Monster Hunter, which I'm looking forward to. I'm sure a lot of folks will be also looking forward to that. Oh, there's also knuckles for this armor. some orangey knuckles, and then it's got like pumpkin paddings for the hand. Let's get the index finger in. Ah, yes. I feel like the knuckles would be like a little bit more pointy. And then this part would be like the back of the hand would have like this padding. It's kind of like boxing gloves, or not necessarily boxing gloves, but like fighting gloves, sort of padding. And then there's like portions of it that would have like a carving in. Almost like baked bread, in a way. How there's like, you know, a slice through the center and stuff. I'll probably have that part glow once I get down to it. Alright, let's get the thumb to come out. Not sure that the thumb would have any spikes. Man, with the hand being this big, I'm not sure if we could actually fit the palico in here, in this drawing. Or else I probably would have like the male hunter, the female hunter, and then both the buddies, the palimute and the palico on the sides. I feel like I should do that, but it's just not enough room for this to fit all of them in this canvas. So maybe throughout the month we'll probably do some more Mosgharl stuff. Looks like episode 2 just wrapped up. It's like some slight claws, I think, for this. Not really claws, but like sort of like nails in a way. Let's get to his shoulder. I think the head is going to be somewhere like around here. This will probably come out looking almost similar to my my Skeletor drawing that I've done in the past. I think I did it last year, Skeletor. I'll try to get the face to be close up, or at least a decent size, so you can see the at least the top part of the hood, and then somewhat close to the center of the screen of the canvas. I mean, Oh well. Interesting. So Capcom only just played like 2 episodes, and now they're Oh, interesting. Yeah. So they are gonna have some Dragon's Dogma 2 info for Tokyo Game Show, and they're mentioning that you gotta tune in tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific. That will be like 10 a.m. my time. I gotta have to wake up early for tomorrow's presentation. Supposedly they'll probably broadcast it on the Capcom USA channel. There's actually also a Tokyo Game Show official channel for Twitch. So I'm assuming they'll broadcast everything on that as well. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. I used to have a like a hood, like a brown hood, just like the Mosgharl outfit. It was part of my Halloween costume back in the mid-90s. I think it was like somewhere around like 1994, 1995 when I had it. It's got to be like 1994. It's either 1994, 1995. I don't know if I still have it. I've had so many different Halloween costumes growing up throughout the years, but that brown one was definitely one that I still remember. I know I also had a costume based on a scary movie, comedy horror, more of a satire comedy. Alright, I think I'll make this one angled this way. I feel like I should maybe angle the head a little more, but I think this is a good angle for now. I kind of also want to have the end part of the hood sort of stick up in the back there a little bit. There's like a little pumpkin at the end of that hood, so I kind of want to display that. So it'll be somewhat like this, but then also kind of want to get like a little pumpkin ball here. So I was gonna make him so that he would carry or hold out that pumpkin. Normally it would be hanging across his waist, but since we can't fit the full body in, we'll probably try to, you know, move some things around and try to get whatever we can. Let me check the soundtrack. Oh, that's the Highlander one. Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. Okay, so this one also has like a small little pumpkin over here too. And it's got some vines coming out that would tie the cape together. This is an old cover I did for based on Highlander. Some more notifications. Oh, that's who. Sunsoft just went live. Bum 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 bum. Just need to see that old game companies like Sunsoft, the Japanese developer, is becoming more relevant nowadays. They used to make some great games back on the NES and then Super Nintendo days. They made a Blaster Master, the Batman video game on the NES. Some great titles in the past. And the music is always great. Fairly good. Fairly good. Both graphics and sound. Now they're coming back with some of their old stuff that they hadn't released in the West. So now we're seeing a Gimmick release globally for the first time, whereas previously it was just a Japan release. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. So the face structure for this guy, I think it's somewhat like pretty much looks like a scarecrow. Scarecrow and a little bit of what's that Spider-Man enemy? The Green Goblin? It's a little bit like a Green Goblin. Green Goblin? And also Scarecrow from Batman too. It's like a combination of those two. It was Batman Day the other day too, over the weekend. Actually got to watch The Flash, the new Flash film. She actually brought Michael Keaton back to play Batman, which I enjoyed a lot. Keaton Batman is my favorite. The best Batman, in my opinion. It's the one I grew up with. Yeah, we're streaming on the art section again. I could have easily just chosen any of the Monster Hunter games to display the art, but I feel like we're doing art, and it's digital art, especially when it's like fan art. I feel like just keeping it in an art section would be fine. But I think to gain more exposure, I feel like setting it to like a category that specializes in Monster Hunter, and then as you're doing Monster Hunter art, I think definitely get more exposure though. Because normally, everyone will be streaming games or something, but not much of the art or fan art in general. I think what I could do is maybe have like a little section here where I display the Switch screen, but then I also have it on the the cam too, but it's not the same. I mean, we're not technically playing it, but we also have the game booted and or displaying a screenshot from the game. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, this costume design for Mosgharl definitely looks like a, I don't know, like a super villain or something from like a comic series. Very much like a Scarecrow from Batman, for sure. I think depending on how well this turns out, we might make this like an annual thing. Or, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think maybe this year we'll do like the whole entire Mosgharl set. So we'll start with the regular male hunter first, and then maybe I'll plan like a female Mosgharl sometime down the line. Probably end up as like individual pieces, so we'll see. So far, this is what we got. Dun 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 dun. I feel like we would have like a bigger chin though. And try to fix this a bit. Do 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 do. Let's put on some sunglasses, kid. Oh, yeah, I think a part of this hood also like has like little curls along the side, like around the face part. Kind of like autumn leaves in a way. They start to like curl up and crunch when you step on them. So maybe I'll do something like that. I feel like this hood is gonna come out a little oddly shaped. So far, this will be the sketch for the outlet. Top part should be a little more round, I think. Yeah, I think having parts of the hood just like curl around the sides like that is it's pretty unique. It gives it a little more I don't know, more style to it. Let's get the rest of the hood. Bring it along down this way. I think especially the shoulder part is like pointed towards the shoulder. But then the hand is going to be covering it. So maybe on the other side, the shoulder a little more pointy. So 2 folds there. Just under the hood. I feel like this part here, I feel like the cape hood should be, I don't know if it appears in the game, but I think it just goes around like this and then then over the arm. And then since the arm is like lifted, we'll probably see like a bit of the biceps, and then padding for that arm part, which is also pumpkin-y. And then it should make its way outward to the forearm and stuff. I would add like an elbow, but it's not enough room for it, I guess. Unless I were to move like this hand upward a little more to show it. I think this will do for now. I was thinking to also have like a sword to come out from the other hand, as if it's like, you know, getting ready to carve the pumpkin or something. And apparently, if there is a gesture that you can do in Monster to Rise and Rise Sunbreak, where you could get him to bring out that sword of his. And the sword looks like, let's see, I can draw it quickly, but it would be like looking like this, pretty much. It's almost like a pirate sword in a way, but it's somewhat like that. But, you know, more detailed than this. But yeah, he does actually have a sword attached to this armor. Saving that. Whoa. A little bit on the dark side there. Like the chin should be popping out a little more though. A little more downward. Also gotta get inside the body. To the neck, I mean. In a way, it kind of almost looks like a Shredder. Shredder would have like three sort of like points in his helmet. feel like the eye should be a little bit more upward. Alright, should we start getting some orange in? Here, let me make sure the armor on this side is done. I think just having the shoulder. Yeah, just having the shoulder pointed upward there. I also should have the chest plate. I get to take a look at the chest plate to see how it looks like. I'm sure it's like not as complicated. There's definitely some dark parts for sure, and then some glowy parts. I feel like this part here should be like this low. It's kind of want to show the like just underneath the chest part a little bit. Man, if only there's more room in this canvas. Something like this. I like how the hand is coming out looking a little bit blurry, even though we started out with the hand. Kind of works that way though. So you can sharpen up the hand a bit. Make sure to get this outline just right. Actually, I'm not even sure if I want to add our outline for this. I think I can probably just jump straight into color. It's a very bright orange. Like this middle finger part would have the thumbnail sticking out in this angle here. Not so much on the top side here, but like somewhere just right off of the middle part. I think would make more sense angle-wise. And then this one, index finger, would be right here. Although I feel like the size of this would be a little bit bigger though. So it looks like it's pointing more towards us. Same thing for this one, but like off to the side a bit. It's important to get that sort of 3D look. The proper angles for it. And then the thumb will be up here. So you can actually see how the shape of these fingertips would be like. I feel like these knuckles would have like a sort of diamond shape to them. So that way, it makes sense to have them sharpened at the the end of it, the top end of it. Yeah, just having them diamond shaped around the knuckles makes sense. So far we're about almost an hour in. I feel like if we don't finish this drawing tonight, we'll probably save for a second night later down the line, because, Toga Game Show would probably start broadcasting 10 a.m. tomorrow, so we may just go for at least a couple hours tonight. So we'll take our time. 2-3 hours I think is a good length for art session. Yeah, we do have to wake up early tomorrow for the presentation. Right. Very orangey. I feel like they probably be a little bit more like reddish orange. Not reddish orange, but like, you know. This would be like a little too yellow. It's definitely orange, but it's like more on the yellowish side than the red side. And especially for the shaded area, I feel like the it should be like a darker shade of orange for the shaded area, of course. And rebit. Gotta save. Let's get the mask. Some more pumpkins over here. Oh, I didn't get to finish this outline here on this side. That's okay. Okay. I think we'll add the chest plate. This is just to, like, you know, lay the landmark for which parts would be orange, which parts would be, you know, what colors would land where. I think underneath the orange parts, it's mostly black. It's wearing like a black suit underneath. And then the cape, it's the only brown part of the armor, from what I recall. And I don't think we can change the color of the cape either. The cape hood. But yeah. I was trying to change that in Rise. I was up to Rise and just couldn't. Didn't allow us. Alright, and then this part here will also be orange. Let's get that in. This part here too. I think for his right arm, or this arm here, would just be pointed downward. I did think to maybe make use of it, and he would be holding, like, you know, his sword, but I don't know. I'm not sure I can fit them all in. Okay, so we got that rib. Gotta see another image to see if I can get the a closer look at the rest of the armor. Anyway, it has like this sort of a skeletal structure to him, at least in terms of the armor design, which is pretty neat. Center part would be like a spine, and then the ribs, the rib cage, but they'd be made out of like pumpkin pieces, or bumble pumpkin, as they call it in Monster Hunter. There's a Bumble Pumpkin, there's an Omega Pumpkin, I think, and then there's a Maximum Pumpkin or something like that. Or it starts with an M, for the King of Pumpkins. So it's pretty much like a mega. I don't know if I don't know if it's called mega. It's like max something, I think. But it's like the giant version of the Bumble Pumpkin. Okay. Gotta save room for the yellow parts where it glows. I think the rips also get a bit dark the lower it goes. So we're doing that. Well, that is right. We're disabling raids today. I don't think, well, I do see a few folks that I'm following that are doing art, but there's not many. Raids, I usually keep it down to a minimum. It's usually Tuesdays and Thursdays that I would enable them. I think we've had like a couple raids this past week or so. I think that's it's good enough for me, I think. I think raids for me is I don't know, they don't really do much for me. They allowed exposure for sure, but it's not really important for me. This part should be a little bit more darker, I think. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, I think the dangling part at the end of the hood would also have a pumpkin. select this part here, and double check here. I took like just about enough screenshots to get a view of the armor. And yeah, from the looks of it, like this part here in profile, you can definitely see the little orange bulb. So I'll probably try to get that in. Yeah, that's the I think that's the only image of that I can that I've screenshotted. Alright. I'm not even sure if I want to keep it at that angle though. So I fear that would interfere with the jack-o'-lantern bulb that I want to have over here. This would be like a, whatchamacallit, like a placement for that jack-o'-lantern, little jack-o'-lantern. Something like that. I'm not sure how the lines go for the little bulb here. I would assume it would be like, it goes along this way. As usual, pumpkins would go. It's almost like a little, like, squash pumpkin. This one should extend a little further down. It's got to be at like an angle. So we don't really see the bulb too often, but I think it would just like hang across his waist. but it does have a face. I'm trying to see how the face would look like. Try to draw it out. It's got like a very significant sort of a mouth structure. Feels like it's like almost like that. It's like a bird shape or something. I don't know. Let me double check on that. Man, even the palico looks cool. There's another look at the palico costume. The outfit for it, it's pretty unique. I feel like I should make the face of the bulb looking like that. Yeah, I'll probably save the palico for another day. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's another look at that costume. Yeah, it looks like it has the same sort of face structure as the one the palico wears. So probably model it after that. I think the eye structure is a bit different too, the eye design. Yeah, something like this, I think. I could have the face pointed down, or I think having it at this angle is just fine. It's like a floaty bulb thing. Bulb. Okay, yep. Definitely make it look spherical. Adding shade and whatnot. So we'll probably do that. But it's good to just at least have the outline for it so that we know. You know, further plan for it. Here, something like that. Okay. I forgot to take a look at the how the under part of the hand looks like. It's probably like either black or maybe brown. The palm. Alright. Yeah, it's like looks like it's like brownish. Can't tell from the lighting in the game. And parts of it, I think it has like a There's a ribbon that comes across. I think it's black. The ribbon is it's what holds the glove onto the hand. So definitely have to have that. You know, I wonder if it's like one of these ropes. And it's made to look like the vine of a pumpkin, like a pumpkin vine. But I feel like it could be that, like a thinner version though. I'm gonna go a little bit darker. There we go. Gotta see these vines. You know, at least you can turn the brightness up with a switch. Settings. Brightness. There we go. See everything a little bit more. Okay. Oh, okay, so I think one of the vines would like end up it's a second string that would go across. I think there's another part that comes out hanging. Like so. I think I'll put like another string over here. But not necessarily connecting to this part here. There we go, something like this. Yeah, giving it like sort of a, I don't know, that amount of detail is, it's a good look. Apparently, the thicker part of the rope is like a few other strings, like at least 3 strings together. Intertwined together, I think. All right. lighting. Still feel like I gotta put in some solid colors though. Like for the orange, especially for the orange part. I think we'll get to it eventually. Let's get some stripes in. I think adding each of these little streaks just provides more detail. Some dark ends, some lighter ends as well. Although I feel like I should maybe get like a more reddish color though. Yeah, going thinner would gives it that more detailed texture. This spot here would be more glowy, as well as this part here. I think once we get to the yellow colors, we'll probably do that. Darken this part up, and still gotta do the under part of the armor. Well, we got the inside of the hood though. That's a nice nice start. Still gotta get the other parts of the armor. All right, let's see. So this arm here should be more black. Oh yeah, also, I'm gonna save. The piece of armor for the bicep, I think, should be a little more sharper though, towards the end piece here. Looks like it should be a little more sharper. Not sure how to get this hooding part to drape over the arm, but I think I'll just make it look like this. I'll just add some creases to it. Make the shoulder come up a little more. Supposedly, you should be able to see a little bit more of the armor in here. It starts to like tie up at the hood. Okay. I think the inside here. Man, I think if I give it more room over here, we'll probably see a little bit more of the neck. And we should be able to see more of the neck. It should be extended a little more though. So you can try to get that. It's very dark color here. Get some shading in. I think especially the top part should have some shadows. Let's get some more shading here. Look, should be right underneath the hood. I should have some spooky tunes in. Right. Oh yeah, we do have the Halloween tree theme. This cover I did for the Inktober's and Halloween tree DVD sort of overview. It was more of like a showcasing some of my favorite Halloween movies, or at least family-friendly Halloween movies. And then Halloween Tree was definitely one of them that's listed. and shown. Should be a little bit darker, I think, right here. Oh, interesting. So around the fingers, this would also be dark. There's like lines. They almost look like scales for the fingers, and they're lined up in a way where it's almost like Spider-Man's hand. The way his costume is designed, it's got like linings around the fingers. Except this armor would have like scales on the front side and the back side, but not all the way around the fingers, just the two sides, inside the hand and outside the hand. Or fingers, I guess. Ba, 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 ba. Gotta double check on this finger here. So I think with this finger, I think the nail part would be coming out like somewhere around here. So let's make note of that. I feel like this bottom part should be a little more shadowy too. So it should come out like this. And the upper part would be more brighter, because the light would be shining out from above, I think, or at least maybe from a lantern. So it, I guess, looks like this bottom part should be shady. And this one also have a tip. Okay. Okay, it looks like I think that the cape goes over. Goes over the shoulder for sure. Then the hand comes out. It's supposed to be some sort of a band that that would come across the palm, I think. That would tie the gloves. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. There we go, different shades. Oh, apparently, I feel like the palm is like a brown color instead of a black. It's the plates on the top side and the inside that has the orange scale. So let me see if we can fix that. I feel like the orange would be a little bit more reddish, like almost. It's almost this color here. It's like a very bright, almost reddish orange. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 3 scales. Let's see. It's a very strong orange. Yeah, still a very strong orange. The Grinch. There we go, something like this. I think the finger scale should be like this color, I think. It should be curved like this way. It is a very bright red orange. If you can get it to recolor the orange parts here. I think there's some more armor underneath this part here. I gotta check to see how the arm is actually designed. Let's go back to the screenshot. Okay. Alright, so yeah, there is a part that... Okay, I see how they design it now. This part here would be tied to the glove part, and then be an opening here. So it'll be somewhat like this, I think. Man, I was thinking to have his like his body like sort of like slanted a bit, but now we have this the framing is a little bit off to the left side again. I feel like I should have planned this a little bit better, but I think it's fine where it is. I think as long as I have the head somewhat close to the center, and then we have another object that would sort of balance that out. So I think having the hand here off to the side is very important, like framing wise. Okay. This part should be ready, doc. Would be some brown strings come across though. I'll get some reds in here. It should be more of a more reddish orange. Imagine if I can just like recolor the orange part and change to a different color on the fly. I would give it like all sorts of variants. Dark blue variants, greens, reds, even the black variant that I have in my current Mosgharl Rise. I think that'd be neat. Photoshop would definitely allow that, but not in this program though. Unless I were to redraw this image again, just using a different color palette. Would be neat. Let's get a look at the face. Probably have to redo the shading again afterwards. Was it the new Ghibli film that's on the way? I think it's called. No, it's not Ghibli. It's the new Studio Ponic film that is titled The Imaginary. It looks really good. I think it's another one that's probably based on a novel or something. But saw the trailer for it, and it looks like G-Kids is bringing it over, along with the Ghibli film from Miyazaki, The Boy and the Heron. So both The Boy and the Heron and then Studio Ponic 1, The Imaginary, yet to hit theaters, I think later this year, towards December, I think. But both films look great. I can't wait to see either one of them. And I know for sure that G-Kids is usually handling those properties, and they're definitely bringing both of those films over to the US. Can't wait to see them. Alright. Islander. Bum, 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 bum. All right, maybe I should get some browns in for the hood. I think the brown should be like a little more greenish though. It's like a dark greenish color. Just maybe somewhat like this color or something. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, something like this, I think. Maybe a little darker. Yeah, something like this here. It's almost like a poopy color. It's almost leafy green though. It's like tea leaf mixed with brown. Let's get that in. Could maybe start with brown first and then add the like a light green to it. So let me see if you can find a good brown for it first. Apparently the when I set the pigment armor for this armor to black, like completely black for all colors, the hood actually darkens a little bit too. which I didn't realize until now. Alright, let's get a little bit of brown. I think it's more like a light brown now. Let's find the right color. No. Not too bright there. Could probably start out with this. Still a very dark color though. Can barely reach the right color though. Well, this looks like it might be good. Yeah, like something like this. I think this is the right color. Katamari. It's been a while since I played this game. I think the rope that goes across would be the same color. Just a little bit different textured. Right, looks like there are parts of the hood that is like darker. Yeah, I think the side here could appear more darker. Maybe the top part too, possibly. For this part here at the front, where it curls out, should probably be maybe the bright parts of the hood. Since it's like, you know, at the forefront, and then I guess the pumpkin bulb would also shine. Would be glowing its light. And also like the mask itself, the helmet. Oh, I'm getting some more notifications. Oh. Folks be signing on late tonight. Alright. Saving that. Boom, 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 Yeah, let's get like a dark brown on the side here. It's the Hellraiser theme. I think the majority of this hood would be like really dark around here. So I gotta add more shadows underneath. And this is a good color too, for the brown. So we're back here. Really add more details to the cape and stuff. I think I'll maybe get some shadows underneath the pumpkins here. So important underneath here. Wow. Alright, got some shadows in. Let's get some back here too. Like, especially back here, where there's like barely any light. It's having like a small pumpkin patch over here. Okay. Let's see. Refresh my drink here. Alright, so far, coming up fine. There we go, we got some ice. A few of the ice has melted. Here, let me probably take a short break real quick. Then get back on this. Be right back. Okay. Alright, we're back. I think this part of the hood here should be fixed up a bit. I don't know why this outer part here looks more red than the ones on the inside. All of a sudden the desk feels like pretty cold. We are getting into the colder season. We're at the part of the year where it's like warm during the day, but then like cold at nighttime, which is good. You get a little bit of both temperatures. Okay. Yeah, I think the palm of the hand should be like more brown, kind of like how the color of the hood is. So let's see if we can find the right color for this. And then I'll lightly color the palm here. I feel like the thumb part should be probably should be the bright part. Like once I add the highlights, I think the side of the thumb here should display like the light side and the dark side on this side. And of course, I feel like the palm should be like the most bright part. We'll see once we get there. I still need to get the center part where the band comes across the palm. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I feel like I should add more darker parts on this side here. Doo -doo -doo. Okay. Man, apparently, I think the band that goes across the palm, it's more of like a gray color though. Let's see. I'll try to use gray and see how it comes out. I'll try with a like a dark gray first. camera bit there. Yeah, I think I still want this color, but maybe we'll probably shade it in a little bit. Or at least get the dark parts in. You know, let's add some more of the darker color here, a little like darker brown. Give it a little bit of that shade so it blends in more. There you go. That way it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. No pun intended. Okay. Yeah, something like that. I think I probably would go into more detail, like getting more of the fine detail for the pumpkins and stuff. But you know, let's get some of the yellows in. I think it's time to put in some yellows. Like the pumpkin bulb's eyes are oddly shaped, but I think we try to get like as close as possible to how it's supposed to look. So you can get this in. Yeah, I think the eye placement for the helmet is just where I want it to be. And the eye should be like, sort of like going upward a little bit more. So you can get a little lighter here. Okay, it looks like the end of the mouth part would be a little bit more higher. Right. Now it's getting a little bit more brighter. I still feel like I could move the eyes a little higher though, but I think it's fine where it is. At least for this one here, this eye. That way it would match up with the other one. Hey there, young. Getting some spooky drawings in tonight. We're awaiting the Capcom announcements tomorrow for Tokyo Game Show. It's gonna be occurring around 10 a.m. my time, so I gotta wake up early tomorrow for it. I think tonight we'll probably go on for maybe, I don't know, maybe another half hour or so. We'll see. So far, this drawing's coming out just fine. I feel like I could spend another couple hours on it though, just to get more details in, but we'll see. We'll see how it looks by the end of this session. Yeah. Yeah, this is based on the Mosgharl hunter in Moss Hunter. Let me see if I can find the right screenshot here. Yeah, there you go. Like, yeah, this is the Mosgharl outfit. Suddenly the camera is just like really bright right now. I'm just going to reduce the exposure. There we go, you can see a little bit better now. Yeah. So this is the outfit that I have in each of the Moss Hunter games that we feature on stream. But yeah, it's the Mosgharl armor. So basing it off of that. Alright. Adjust this again. Using mouse. Okay. Yeah, right now we're adding the yellows. Which is just the right color with that we need for this. Okay, save that. Alright, so from the looks of it, there's some more light coming from the chest here. Yeah, just like, yeah, there's a screenshot, not screenshot, there's a save button over here in this corner. I don't know if it's showing for you. Oh yeah, so it does show. So on that side right there, right above the previous drawings, there's a button here to save, and then it creates a sound. So I'll press it again right now. And then you see the artwork successfully saved. It sounds like a photograph taken. And that's the thing with the scribblet. Yeah. Even though the icon looks like a floppy disk or disk drive, well, not disk drive, like a floppy disk and a zip disk. But then when you click on it, it makes like a camera sound. So you'll be hearing a lot of that throughout this art sessions. But yeah, it's important to save, as with every game. You gotta save your progress. Oh yeah, the floppy disks. They just take a long time to load. Maybe trying to load up a game or trying to read files off of it. It just takes a while to load up the data. Zip disks were a little more tolerable, but they coexisted at the same time that CD-ROMs were becoming prominent. CD-ROMs, CD burners, CD-RW, that was the era of zip disk as well. And I remember my computer graphics class in high school would require us to carry around a zip disk, and I would have to like get my own zip disk drive for my home computer to save my work and then bring it back to school. But yeah, a lot of the I think they had us using Macs, and they also had the PC for high school, for our high school. But mostly, I just stuck to the Windows, because swapping between both computers, I mean, I could still carry the files around, since they each would have like Photoshop and stuff. But I found that using the Mac, especially the one at that school, it just kept on crashing on me, and it wouldn't allow me to save my work. So the hour that I spend working on that, assignment, just like lost within that hour, because the computer would just automatically shut down without warning. No idea why. So I had to swap over to PC, so I would have more, much better experience on the PC. It's a funny thing that the graphics teacher in that class was a big Apple fan, and she saw that I was moving over to the PC instead, saying that I was stubborn. Nope. Gotta fix those computers. It's not really our job to do that. So I just jumped to a computer that I felt was more dependable. But I don't know. I gave that Mac a try, so I mean, if it shuts down on us, then that's what it's gonna do. And not only that, it just continues to do it. It continues to like shut down like without warning. Like normally for Windows, it would freeze, or at least pop up like a little dialogue saying, "Oh yeah, not enough memory or something. Save your work before you shut down and stuff." But the Mac that they had, I think it ran like OS X at that time, like back during the OS X days. So it was like circa 2002. That's like around the year. But it just shut down without warning, like no warning at all. I just see the black screen and like it has the that sound when you boot up a Mac. But yeah, I just had enough of that Mac. Just like I kept losing my work. I had to swap over. Yeah, they had a Dell PC at the end of the table, so I just swapped to one of those. And I was able to, put in some MP3s, open up Winamp, and just play my music through there. I was able to enjoy my music while I, work on my graphics. Whereas on Mac, it's like, there's barely any music players on that. I had to like download a community-made Mac version of Winamp to get music playing on the Mac. It was like an alpha version of Winamp that never officially released, but it was put out in the forums. So if you follow Winamp forums at that time, they actually put out a Mac version, and it was only in alpha. It never came to like a full release or anything. But yeah, you had to get it from the forums to get that version. But pretty neat that they had it though. I was able to install it on that Mac computer and just listen to my music. Yeah, she did. I mean, she wasn't saying it to me directly. She was just like ranting about it while the class was, busy doing the work and stuff, the assignment. But she was just ranting about, Mac and Windows. And there was another teacher that was there to listen to her. And then she was like, oh, and I think he suggested Linux. How about Linux? And then she didn't say anything about it. I don't remember she say anything about you know, trying Linux, but I can tell for sure that she was like a big Mac fan. Her stubborn. Yeah, some are, I guess. Take a lot to like move a person, I guess, depending on the person. I think for me, it's if something becomes a big problem, then best just resolve it right away, or else that problem's gonna persist. Let's get another glowy area here. If anything, the other person is the stubborn one, because I gave both computers a chance many times, and they only had like 2 Windows computers in that class, and the rest were their like Mac computers, like a 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of Mac computers. That's a lot of computers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about like at least 4 on each side, and there was like 2 rows of tables, and then at the end of each those 2 rows would be like PC computer on at the end. So there's only 2 PCs at the end, and then the rest were like OS X Max computers. Like it was like I don't know if they were iMacs, but like they were running OS X for sure. Like that was the latest iteration. And man, that computer was just like crashing nonstop. Like it seems like every like 2 hours or something, it would crash. And I just had enough. I just had to move to a different computer. But I'm pretty sure it was probably just that one computer though. That sort of like felt pretty unstable. So yeah, that's like sort of my high school experience with those 2 computers. Then towards senior year, we did some animation in Flash, and then I think for that class, it's just like it was all PC, because they had software running on Windows there. And I actually later on I met the person that installed the software on those computers, and was like, oh, he had a cracked version of those softwares. But that was fun. That was a neat to see, and then it saves the school computer, or it saves the school money from purchasing the software and having it installed on like hundreds of computers in that school. They're probably still using that same software. I don't know about today though, but they might still be. Even though this day and age is sort of like outdated, because we were using Flash. We were learning how to use Flash. We were learning how to use Maya, the 3D programming, or 3D modeling program. And they also had Adobe Premiere, so you can edit videos and stuff. But yeah, we learned all of that in high school. Studio class, and then graphics. Let's do another save. You know what sign are incredibly stubborn? Go ahead, write it out. There are some personalities to the Taurus Um, some not so, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, there are good qualities, and then there's, you know, not so good qualities. Then that goes for every sign. That is, if you follow them. You know, Sagittarius. I think my friend is I forgot what they're called now. I have like relatives who are Cancer and Taurus. We have a lot of Taurus. I think we have at least 3 people who are Taurus in the family. But we don't really go by the European or Greek zodiac. We go by the Chinese zodiac, or you know, the Eastern zodiac. So like, the thing with Taurus though is that you know, the Taurus, you look at the sign, right? The sign of the Taurus is like an ox, right? And then you look at the Asian zodiac, and then it matches with the ox. There's the ox, there's a tiger, there's a pig, there's a rooster, rat. Rat would be like 1984. So that's the animal that's before the ox. So for me, I always remember mine across both zodiacs because it's the same symbol. It's the same animal. Yeah, it's the same animal that is, you know, it's based off of. So ox, both zodiacs, and that's the only animal, I think. Because you have the Pisces in the Greek one, and then like I don't think there's any fish in the Asian one. Other than, I think the closest one is the dragon, which is kind of not really fish-like, but not, I don't know. It's more of a reptilian, not really fish. But yeah, there's no fish in the Asian zodiac. Oh, thanks, Spent, over on DLive. Thanks for the lemon. Let's see. Incredibly stubborn Virgos. Which month is Virgo? Or which time of year? I know there are definitely more stubborn folks than I mean, I've seen much stubborn folks out there, like more hard-headed even, like to the level of like Raphael from Ninja Turtles, sometimes even worse. But I feel like that trait is within like a lot of different signs, like zodiac signs. I mean, one, you know, there's some that are more so than others, where the traits are stronger. But that is if you're into that stuff. I know a little bit here and there, but it's not. I don't know like all about it. I remember. Oh, there was a channel that I saw. This is this gay guy that does like sign language, not sign language. He reads like palms and stuff. He does like that sort of a personality reading and stuff like that, like all online and all live on stream too. And I think I somehow accidentally found his channel when it was live while I was browsing the Twitch app using the mobile app, and I was like, oh, Twitch just suggested it in this channel, and he was doing like astrology, sign reading and stuff like that. And that's basically what he does. He just like the entire stream, he just focuses on that, like sign reading, astrology stuff, and it's just under the you know, just chatting or whatever category it was at the time. Was it called Just Chatting? It must have been something that was before Just Chatting, but it was roughly around that time. But yeah, he I forget what the channel was called. I never got to follow it, but I always see it recommended. I never followed it, but I would tune in like a couple of times, and yeah, it's just strange to see that, but then it's awesome at the same time. But yeah, like they would get a feel of the username in the chat, and then all the info that he would need would be like the zodiac sign, and then they'll, he'll start from that, and then like he'll tell you like, oh yeah, I don't know what's it called, like not really like telling the future, but like it was more like a fortune telling, but like just like more general sort of thing, like a general saying of like what you should watch out for and stuff like that, or what's to be expected in the near future for that person that he's reading, which is pretty neat. It's pretty fascinating. And I've seen that done even by voice too. Like there would be like a party line. I don't know if you remember party lines on telephones. Like when you dial a certain number, you can enter like a chat room in that phone, like on the phone. And I remember some chat rooms, I've only got on it once or twice because a friend just invited me to hang out on the phone. And there would be this room, and you'd browse with the number pad on the phone too. And there was this room that had a guy that would read zodiacs and stuff, like, as long as he knows like your zodiac sign and stuff, then as you stay on the line and chat with him, he'll just like read or say aloud what's to be expected in your life and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Your boyfriend is a Virgo? You're older? Oh, okay. Oh, so is that how you know? Okay. Try to remember some of the Greek signs. So a friend of mine, his birthday's coming up. I want to say like a couple weeks. Yeah, it's about a couple weeks. In a couple weeks, his birthday's coming up, and I see him as like, I know he sort of has like an appreciation for the Taurus, I guess. But it's probably not saying much, but like I feel from his side, like the personality traits are definitely there from what I know of his sign and the zodiac and his zodiac animal and stuff. Like it's generally, it's like, yeah, it definitely makes sense. And then when I read some of the traits and some of the zodiac horoscopes, yeah, that's what it's called, horoscopes. Or even horror-scopes. Horror-scopes. That should be like a horror movie title. Horror-scopes. Yeah. It's not spelled that way though. I think extra R or one R off. But yeah, according to horoscopes, like it does generally like fit with his his zodiac and stuff, or whatever sign he is. can definitely see the resemblance and stuff, and see why the way he is, or the way any person is, according to some horoscopes. Man, I have another friend who's like, he's all the same age as us, but like, you know, we go to school together. But this guy was, he would be more so deep into the horoscopes for some reason. I don't know why. But he's very into like the supernatural and stuff, and like so deep into the horoscopes. Reads it every day. and even on Facebook he'll like share a post. Oh yeah, you know, this and that and this and that. It's so true, yeah. Every day I log on back in the day, it's like, man, you're so into the horoscopes, man. I didn't comment it, but like you know, just in my mind I'm like, wow, man, so into the horoscopes. I guess some folks they just wake up and check the newspapers, and then head right into the horoscope section and see what is up for their day, that day. But yeah, I guess like some things like that just helps people. It just gives him something to think about throughout the day or something. I don't know, or you know, the rest of the week or whatever. Crabby Ox? So you're late May? Oh my gosh. So I'm guessing you were born like late May, if I were to guess. So that's like close to being close to June, but not quite June, if I were to guess. Oh, late June, okay. Oh, you're a Cancer. I see. Yeah, my sister's born late June too. But she's like a year after me. And then I got my little brother. My little brother's late May. Yeah. And then my mom is an Aries. She was born in around April. April, yeah. Yeah. I would say early April. Yeah. I think for a long time, the date on her certificate was reversed. You know how Europeans, they would reverse the day and the month. So, and then it took like years and years until we found out that when because I had to like help her, you know, send in applications and stuff for like jobs and stuff. And then I noticed like her birth date had changed. I asked her, I thought your birthday was in May, and then it swapped to April instead. I was like, oh. Then that's when we found out. I was like, whoa. Well, that's when I found out. It's like, oh yeah, her birth date must have been reversed. I guess because of the you know, when like outside the U.S., like I think the day comes first, and then the month, and then the year. But for America, it's month first, and then day, and then year, or whichever first. But yeah, it's just yeah, that was a moment right there that, yeah, confusing, you know, confusion just struck. So it's like April, May, you gotta reverse the numbers. So like all this time, you know, we've been celebrating like in May when it should have been in April. But I guess they're close together anyway, so it was just funny to see that. Let's see. Technically considered to be cusp. Cancer Gemini. Wow, there's even like names to describe like in between. Let's see. You have more Cancer traits, emotional and paternal. Oh. Grandma made mistake to her birth certificate, has her birthday a day late. Oh, nice. Do we celebrate the May 4th? May the 4th. No, not really. May the 4th would be like Star Wars, you know. The Force, you know. May the Force. That's Star Wars. And there's also Cinco de Mayo. I feel like most people would celebrate Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, May 6th is the day after. Siesta de Mayo. I tell my friend that. Then he would text me, "Hey, happy Siesta de Mayo." That same friend would celebrate his birthday on St. Patrick's Day. So every St. Patrick's Day I would send him a text message. Actually, throughout that first week of May, it's like all Star Wars stuff. So 4th of May, you know, the Force, and then CS, or I mean, the 5th would be the 5th and the 6th. I think celebrates the 6th, the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, or something like that, for May 6th or May 6th or May 7th. I forget which day exactly, but it's all like Star Wars stuff, which is pretty cool to have a day to sync it with. Is his name Patrick? Nah. His name is Steve. That same Steve that we that I mentioned during Mario Party. Yeah, it was him that texted me back, or I texted him back. Actually, he did send a message, I think. Yeah. But it was his save file that was on that GameCube one. I think it's like Mario Party 5 or 6 or something like that they were playing. Yeah, he's one of the very few Puerto Rican friends that I have. There's a few, yeah, there's a few that I'm friends with that are Puerto Rican. There's a bunch during middle school, and then there's a few more during high school. And she used to hang out together. Kind of miss some of them. I think especially the ones in high school. There were some cool folks back then. There were some Dominican ones too, that were into like video games, and especially like Resident Evil. There was one guy in my English class who brought in Resident Evil 2 on his laptop. He brought his laptop in and he was playing Resident Evil 2 on our break, and that was so cool. I was like, I went over to sit next to him and watch him play. It's like, wow, because no one else brings their laptop into class, then plays like a horror game. So that was cool back in the day, seeing someone bring in Resident Evil 2 on their laptop, where, you know, not many people would bring in their laptop to school. But thinking back, that was just really cool to do, or really cool to see. And that guy would, I think he was a, what do you call it, like a transfer student. So he came from a, what's it? Dominican Republic, yeah. And a transfer student, and yeah, he would carry his laptop around class to class. And then after high school ended, like me and a group of other friends, we stopped by a McDonald's, and then there he was just working in that McDonald's, and then he gave us free fries. That was cool to see. But then it was sad because like we already ended high school. It's like just the day after high school, like we hung out, and then he would just happen to be working that night at McDonald's. And I kind of miss high school. I think of like moments like that. Like I don't know where, just the memory just come to me. Did it teach us Spanish? Yeah. I mean, we've learned some Spanish in, like, I want to say as far as, like, 5th grade. 1995, we learned Spanish. That's how I still remember some of the vocabulary and stuff. Chocolate, you know? Spelled the same way as chocolate, but pronounced differently. Chocolate. El gato, you know? That's the cat. And then later on, I guess we learned that the locals around us, and we have a lot of like, you know, Spanish locals, mostly Puerto Rican over here. We got some Puerto Rican, we got some Koreans over here, we got some Vietnamese, and also some Camboyanos. You know, we got some Camboyanos over here. Big Camboyano community over here. Yeah, probably the second largest in the United States. I think the other largest is at Long Beach, California. So we got folks from like California moving over here throughout like the 90s and stuff, 80s into the 90s. But yeah, a lot of Californians would be moving up here. But yeah, some of us, there's some that are in like South Carolina, Florida, Washington, like all over. But it's mostly around the bigger states, I think. Philadelphia, another one. There's some friends who have families down there. But yeah. Yeah, Camboyano, yep. You got it. The big community up here. Yeah, mostly around our area. We'd be spread around, like different cities that's surrounding this area, but like it's usually this city that we're in that's like the biggest in that sort of community. But yeah, we have a really varied mix of races in our town, and a lot of it's like we celebrate different holidays or different cultural celebrations throughout the year. And sometime we would have the water festival, which celebrates the Southeast Asian like water celebration of water, just having you know, water around the villages and stuff, which is the thing that they celebrate over in the original countries, but they bring it over here to celebrate here, and it's been like an annual thing that they do. There's like different festivals that's celebrated throughout the year for our town, and from different cultures too. Some of it get broadcasted on local television, if you have the channel to watch. But yeah, sometime it would be the water festival. I think around like either, it should be like towards the end of summer. I think somewhere in the summertime they do the water festival. I haven't heard much from it this year. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Should maybe swap the tune after this one. Okay. Let's see, how far are we at? It's 3.5 hours. I think I'll probably put some finishing touches, and then I'll probably sign it. I think this is good. So far it's coming out pretty well, but I feel like I could add more details, but maybe I'll put this back up next time I hop onto this. Either that, or I don't know. I could probably just end it with this session. Yeah, so far it's looking about like, you know, to the point where I wanna get to the finish point. Yeah, I'm liking how it's coming out now. Kind of want to add more of the glow around the eyes and stuff, the yellow parts. So I might do that. I was thinking to add more shade around the hood, but we'll see. Let's get some more details here. Oop, it's a very hard color there. And I don't know if our town is celebrating Halloween this year or not. I think ever since 2020, they've like sort of like slimmed down on the Halloween trick-or-treating. And for the first time ever, it's been like canceled in our town. And it was suggested that they go to, like, the locals here would have to go to a different town to celebrate Halloween. Or the trick-or-treating, I mean, you can still celebrate Halloween at home, but like the trick-or-treating part of it, like parents had to take their children to a different town to celebrate for some reason. So I'm not sure if it's happening this year or not. Oh, snap turtles. Hey there, Soulstar. See anything you recognize? Okay, we're just about almost done with this image. Pretty excited for tomorrow's announcements. I'm gonna have to wake up. I'm gonna have to wake up really early tomorrow. I think it's about 9 more hours until Capcom would start their showcase. Yeah, it's just about like 9 more hours. So I'll probably only have like, you know, that amount of time to sleep and then wake up for the presentation, so. Yeah, the Mosgharl armor. I got it on the Switch, basing it on the Mosgharl armor. This one here. Oh, colors are bright again, but you can kind of see it. There's one for the Palico too. Palicos look like this, almost like a gesture sort of look to it. I might save this for another day though. I'll probably do another separate Palico Mosgharl. And it's also a Palimute, so we'll probably do a Palimute. You probably only see the silhouette because of how bright the screen is. But yeah. I'm using the screenshots as a reference. You just crafted the Valkana longsword, dual blades, nice. Yeah, Valkana's a good one to hunt. I think I've got the longsword for Valkana. Got the full armor set for it. It's actually one of the a very dependable armor set for sure, and weapon. Or it was about to like shut off by itself again. Yeah, so the conference tomorrow, it'll be around 10 a.m. Eastern. And they'll be focusing mostly on Monster Hunter Now, the mobile game that just released. They'll probably state like a roadmap for it, roadmap of upcoming updates for Monster Hunter Now, and then possibly they'll show or mention something about the next Monster Hunter. So whatever the mainline Monster Hunter game is going to be, they'll probably talk about it on tomorrow's Tokyo Game Show. At least I hope. Maybe they'll hint at something, or maybe have like a teaser trailer, announcement trailer to show. So I'm looking forward to it. Capcom went live earlier today on their channel. They were playing a couple episodes of Dragon's Dogma animated series that is on Netflix. Right as I hop on too. It's a pretty good series. But seeing that they have the new Dragon's Dogma, Dogma 2, they're probably gonna be showing that too during their Tokyo Game Show. Oh, and it's a little too hard on color. Let's get this part brightened up a bit. I think it's important to get the helmet to look the way it should. Yeah, I see some folks are definitely enjoying Monster Hunter Now. That's good. If it means bringing people into the franchise, that's great. But I feel like I'm more interested in like a home console, big screen Monster Hunter, mainline Monster Hunter. Okay. Definitely adding more details to the helmet. So that gives it more nicer look. And it's a shame that they delayed Killer Clouds video game. That would have been a game that I would play and feature on this year, but seems like they're gonna need more time to work on that game. Alright, let's get a little bit of lightness to it. I feel like I should go for like a bright yellow though, like this yellow. very lightly. Bow, bow, bow. There you go, gotta brighten up that yellow. Oh yeah, I should also add the glow to it. Let's try using this. Save. Not sure if this is a good idea, but just to get like a little look at how this would appear. Somewhat of a mess though, but I think I should keep it off. Alright, let's get some lines on the little bulb here. Don't want to make too many marks, but just want to get a little more detailed here. Man, it's been a long time since I played Fall Guys. I did this a little theme for it for the start screen. Just hadn't got around to getting Fall Guys to be featured. Yeah, got the pumpkin back here. I feel like the pumpkin that's at the end of the hood may also have like a lighted area or lighted area. I think I'll keep it looking like this for now. Saving that. Man, I feel like I should fix his this part down here. Don't want to do too much. Oh snap, some Stevie B. Bum 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 bum. Man, bringing back the 80s, yeah. Stevie B used to be played like all the time. Like even today, like people still bump his tunes in the car and stuff. Very popular amongst the locals. It's cool to see that he's still performing though, locally and stuff. Bum 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 bum. Let's go a little bit lighter. Oh, forget about this piece of the armor down here. Definitely need to add some shading to it. Also over here too. I'm gonna make it look like a little bit more blurry. Should be more shadows underneath though. Yeah, I feel like the rest of the hood also could use some shadowing. Especially along the sides here. Okay. All right. We'll see. Think I might want to get to signing it, and then I'll probably put it on rest for a little bit, and maybe I'll continue it next week. I'm not sure. I feel like I've got a bit more shading to do, but I kind of want to wrap things up really soon. Because it's starting to get to that hour. It's like 1:20 a.m. right now. Yeah, this is definitely coming out pretty well. Really, I don't know. It's like 90% there. I think once I add more shade to it, but I think for the most part it's just fine where it is. Kind of want to add more darker lines around this part here. But let's see. Yeah, I'll save this for maybe next time to either finish, and then perhaps we'll start a different drawing after that. But I think for the most part, I think this should be good for now. Spooky. Spooky. Alright. Oh, there's that Mosgharl tail. Let's get the Halloween tree theme back. Alright. So I think I'll just leave it on here, this part here. So yeah, tomorrow 10 a.m. I'll definitely be on and watching that Tokyo Game Show presentation from Capcom. So I think for this piece of art, as mentioned, I'll probably bring it back next Wednesday. That is if I don't have anything else to maybe feature. But I definitely want to finish it, get some more dark lines in, and yeah, continue the spooky drawings throughout this month and next month. So yeah, we'll see what happens next week. Alrighty. So thanks all for dropping on in, listening to me rant, and remembering some of the days of high school. But yeah, I'm gonna take off for now. I think tomorrow I'd either pop onto 3 Ultimate or maybe a different game. I don't know. We'll see. Depending on the excitement level after the Capcom showcase, we'll see what happens. It would be proper to hop onto 3 Ultimate though for the Wii U. That way I can you know, talk more about Monster Hunter and stuff. Oh, we'll see. Alrighty. I'll take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Alright. I'll see you next one. Later.
See you next time!
FF ってどうしたらいいんですかっていう質問に、それはもうあなたのゲームだから好きにしたらいいと答えました。はい。